It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle. It's the Bob Doyle. It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle. It's the. Okay, maybe this is why we don't normally open the show with ukulele. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. Now, before we get started on the festivities, because what a day for festivities. I, of course, have to bring you into the conversation, which means I have to push a little button. Nope. First, I have to go find us, make sure we're broadcasting on the old timeline, which I believe we probably are, but let's take a look anyway, shall we? And it hasn't let me down recently. This time I went to timeline and not the Bob Doyle Show fan page because I actually wanted people to show up here. Oh, wait a minute. No, I didn't. I went to the Bob Doyle Show fan page. Forgot to change it where I broadcast it. So now I have to immediately go share this because I told everybody it was going to be on over at my timeline. What a great way to start. Let me just start right now. Right post. Over here. ... Sorry. Ha ha. What a great way to freaking start this. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Ha ha ha. That's where we'd have the, everybody laughing and applauding. Something like that, yes. All right. Are we back? No, we're not back with the comments yet. You know how it is. It's kind of sometimes it's a rough start, and we've only got a couple of people in here. Yes, Robert, it's the Saturday night birthday edition, and Coco's here as well. All right, so now let me get everybody on the screen. Push the magic button, and then we'll come on over here and make sure. Yes, okay. I should have done that a little smoother. All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. It is, in fact, a special edition, if you will, of the Bob Doyle Show. Even though I am I'm holding the regular Bob Doyle Show mug. There's not a special mug for ukulele. Coco, excuses. I was so careful to share it, to do it on my timeline. I'm tempted to start over. This is the waiting for people to show up music. And if that number doesn't go up, I'm going to be going over to... I'm going to start this whole thing over. Don't think I won't. Okay, look, you guys, I love that you're here, but I really meant for this to go over to my timeline. So we're going to call this the special edition, and now I have to apologize everybody to everybody over there. Say, sorry I'm late. I don't even know what it's going to do to the system I've got here, but we're going to try it, all right? So this is going to get deleted. It is. I normally never delete, but I'm going to because I screwed up, and then I have to start the whole show with an apology. But anyway, so that's the end of that. I will at least fade to black. It's the Bob Doyle Show. 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 If you're waiting for like other band members or something to kick in, like a whole big band and like you can hear in your head, well, that's not going to happen. It's just me, right? It's just me. And I'm a little late getting here. Now I have to now actually go join you. I had a little accident. No, it wasn't like that. Can we be adults? I accidentally started streaming this to my Bob Doyle Show fan page, which I in theory, is a good idea, but in reality, gets nobody there. So I am over at my personal profile page, where now I get to go over there and see that there will probably be nobody there either. But it's okay. I'm doing this more for me. Yeah, let's go with that. So, excuse me, I'm navigating over to my page, and there I am. And I got 11 of you here, so you just stick around. Just give me 2 seconds, Barbara. See, it's so nice to have people here. Hi, Vicky. Okay, I have to turn down the volume and push this on over here. And then, ladies and gentlemen, oh, whoops. There you go. Here we are. We're back on the show, and I'm wrapped up in the ukulele. All right, so I apologize for the tardiness because I made a mistake. I was pushing too many buttons again, and I got lost in what I was doing. And I promised everybody on this page. See, now what I should do is now share this over on my Bob Doyle Show fan club page, but I think it's going to do that anyway. I think Live Leap might jump in and do it. Live Leap, you say? Never mind. It's a long story. You really don't want to hear me talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Adams is here, as is Robert Sheridan, and Kobe, all wishing me, well, I shouldn't say all, only Kobe really wished me a happy birthday. And Robert. So, Yobi. That's my new nickname for Kobe. We know each other well enough that we call each other, you know, I got already a name for it. My little Yobster. Yep. So yes, I've been threatening ukulele for quite some time, and so here's the day. Today is my birthday, and Lynn is gone, and so I basically spent it all by myself. I did make smoked ribs, although honestly, I got to tell you, my tried and true formula now twice in a row hasn't worked. Something's gone wonky with the temperature. I think I blame El Nino or something. But I also made my chocolate Kahlua cake. You know, that's my birthday cake. You're right, Robert. I apologize. Jay Rocky, ladies and gentlemen, who I bet you I have known longer than any of you put together. Jay, I think I've known since second grade, but I probably think there was some overlap at Stone Mountain Elementary School, ladies and gentlemen, quite some time ago. I can't remember if we were in this class or not. Sorry. It was 49 years ago. That's not right. 46 years ago? I was 5 in first grade. I was one of those kids. Anyway, I've known Jay for a really long time. Nice to have you here, Jay. He's probably already gone. Most people check in and go, oh, okay, whatever, he's got a ukulele. I am out of here. Although Jay may not. If Jay's there, in second grade, I could make Jay Rocky laugh every time with a face that I would make, which I can still make to this day. Jay, are you there? Because if you're there, I'm going to make the face. I'm going to make it anyway. I'll take my glasses off. So this is it. I'll do this. And for whatever reason, send him over the edge. And what's funny about that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not laughing hard enough already, hold on to your ribs because they might start breaking. Lynn's sister, Susie, makes the same face and has for most of her life too, and it's something that nobody else can do. Lynette, nice to have you. So Jay was here, he saw the face. The question is, does it still have the magic? Deb Coleman, nice to have you here, Deb. See, I should broadcast here. This is where all my friends are. You guys, do you know that I do this show on Fridays at noon Pacific over on my fan page, Bob Doyle, facebook.com/Bob Doyle Show? Did you know that? This is where I need you to go. There is where I need you to go. Right now, though, we've got actually a little bonus thing happening, which I wanted to tell you about. Hi, Lisa. Thank you very much. Shameless. Oh, yes. Look, it's beyond shameless. If you watch the show, which you don't, Deb, but if you did, you would know I go above and beyond the call of duty to push these down the throats of everyone, especially because the magic never left. Because they're insanely expensive. I don't put the price tag on these things. The server does. So, yeah, you kind of got to be diehard to spend, $20 on a mug. But hey, it's going to be a collector's item because one of these days, When the show goes to the next level and we re-merchandise and rebrand everything, we'll have, the next iteration. But you guys will have the inaugural. Yes, ginormous, because it's got to fit my coffee. And I am doing decaf right now, so I want everyone just to calm down. I got enough adrenaline going on. I do not need caffeine, and it would be a huge mistake. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Do I always call it? Yes, I do. Most of the time I do. Call people out for not watching. But I do it with love, Deb. If I was really upset, I wouldn't even speak to you. I think it's great to see. I've just been doing it over at that page for a while, and I just don't think people get the notifications or know, and I'm just, whatever. But, we just did show number 40. Show number 40. Was that yesterday? Yes, it was just yesterday. Hey, Jeffro. Good to see you. Been a long time. Yes, Deb, thank you. And Emily is here as well. So, Emily, hi, welcome here. You haven't missed a thing. I've just been talking. But I will be getting ready to play here shortly. But let me. It's been an interesting exercise for myself today about just today, because if you watch the show, you know that I've been in my head about this thing. Well, yeah, look, I'll turn it down for now, but it's there for the music part of the show. Okay, sorry, that was unnecessary for all that talking. But yeah, I've been really in my head about all this because I used to do, for those who don't know, which is probably most of you, I used to do a lot of uke playing and singing on open mics and stuff like that. This was 6 years ago. And ever since I moved to LA, I'm totally out of practice. I'm all back in my head about it, blah, 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 making a big deal out of doing it. But I still love to do it. But I do it out here on the back porch all by myself. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. And keep it to myself. But I really would like to get back out and do more open mics or do stuff on bus or I need to do it. It's in me to get out. And I think I'm supposed to do it so that other people besides just me hear it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I had that time. The bathrobe sessions on YouTube. Anybody? Anyone at all? No one? Okay. Look it up. There's lots of Bob Doyle playing the uke out there. So what I thought I would do today is so what I do every night is just sit out there and I play to myself. And normally, thank you, Deb. And thank you, Jeff, too. What I do is I sit out there on the back porch, but because it's the back porch and there's people around, and because I'm so self-conscious about my voice, I'm like, there's no place I know to compare with your imagination. No. I still get my fix a little bit, but it's not the same. So I'm hiding hiding my light in a bushel basket? Is that phrase? Something like that? So I'm just trying to stretch out of my comfort zone. So I figure, hey, Facebook. I got 15 people in here. That's more than I would get at an open mic sometimes in Atlanta back in the day. And you're not distracted with football games, are you? Or other things that are, open mic hazards and stuff. So what I thought I would do is, there's just stuff that I'm trying to work up basically a new set of things that I like to play. 'Cause all the stuff I used to do before, I still like it. It's all jazz standards and stuff, but my playing style has changed a lot since I was doing open mics. I hardly ever strum anymore. For example, what you heard at the beginning, that's like only the first strumming I've done in 6 months because it's mostly, I'm using my fingers now. So all the things I used to do back on stage where I thought I was like innovative with my little, doing different rhythms. Now I look back and go, ugh, I can't believe I did that on stage. And what I'm doing right now, I'm sure in 6 months I'll look back and go, I can't believe I did that on Facebook. What's totally made up? I think it's best to get back in the game again with the uke. Yep. Okay, well, I appreciate all of that. And so my promise to you is just to have fun. For me to have fun and not worry about if I stumble around or because this is really what I do every night, and that's the fun of it. I'm working on getting up a set that's strong that I could take to an open mic. So that's all I'm really doing here with you guys, is just letting you sit in with my practice, you know. But of course I'm aware that you're there, and I'll be looking up very self-consciously at all of your comments. But before we do that, I have to show you one thing. You do with it again. Don't let the fact that it's my birthday distract you at all. Now I've got to remember where that's not it. Well, I guess it's fate then not to show you this. But here's what I was going to... No, why did I push that button? Sorry, here we go. Over at bobdoyleshow.com, if everything is working properly, you will see this broadcast. And what's interesting about watching it over at bobdoyleshow.com, which, since I can't share the screen, I'm not going to do all the stuff that I thought. There's this new thing that showed up over there, over the video itself. If you go there, you'll see it. And it has a little orange button that says donate with PayPal. I don't know what it does. So I just feel like it needs testing. Because, donate PayPal, what could that mean? But you have to go to bobdoyleshow.com to even see what I'm talking about. But don't worry, see, you won't miss any of the action because it should be streaming over there. All right. Thank you for all of you. To all of you. And for all of you. For and to all of you. Alrighty. So I'm going to pop up the, the reverb a little bit. And I'm just going to try and relax, which means a lot of times that I just follow my own tempo and phase out. So I guess what I'm saying is during the playing part, I'm going to try and forget you're here. I'm sure it'll take me a while. It was just one of those things, just one of those crazy flings, one of those bells that happens to ring, just one of those things. It was just one of those nights, just one of those fabulous flights, a trip to the moon on gossamer wings, just one of those things. If we'd thought a bit about the end of it when we started painting the town, we'd have been aware that our love affair was too hot not to cool down. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and then. It was a great fun, but it was just one of those things. So goodbye, dear, and amen. Here's hoping we meet now and again. It was great fun, but it was just one of those things. Just one of those things. One of those things, ladies and gentlemen. It was just one. I gotta give my own applause. That's a very generous number of audience members for the actual group. But thank you there. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 9,000 miles per hour. It's orbiting at 19 miles per second, so it's reckoned a sun that is the source of all its power. The sun, you and me, and all the stars that we can see are traveling at 1,000,000 miles per day. And an outer spiral arm at 14,000 miles per hour in this galaxy we call the Milky Way. Oh, the galaxy itself contains 100 million stars. It's 100,000 light years side to side. It bulges in the middle, 60,000 light years thick, but out by us it's just 3,000 light years wide. With 30,000 light years from galactic central point, we go round every 200 million years. And this galaxy itself is one of millions and billions in this amazing and expanding universe. Well, the universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, the speed of light you know, and that's 12,000 miles per minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth. Ladies and gentlemen, that, of course, the Universe song from Eric Idle. Is it just too much for me to applaud for myself? That's just awkward, isn't it? That's like, what? What are you doing? All right. Yeah, and then the little interlude thing before that was an original, but it was based on the chord progression of the song I sang after. So if you felt like there was some continuity there, like how did that little interlude somehow, how was it musically familiar with I guess it's the same chord progression. I was taking creative license. It's what we performers do. All right. Well, all right, good. If you love the applause, and I'll keep giving it myself, as in that way I can, well, you know why, all those things. I hope you guys like the standards and stuff. And I tend to I tend to sing slower songs. It just tends to suit my style more. But I do get, you'll see when I get bunched up when I sing, the part where I get all bunched up is on the high notes. And they're not even that high, but in my mind they're high. So I have a mental thing around high notes that goes back to when I was in 5th grade, and I was playing Linus in You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. And I had to sing My Blanket and Me. Delightful. I don't know, it's about all I remember. But there's one part where I think I have to go like, it's foolish, I know it, I'll try to, and that try to, I know it was a high D, whatever that was. Well, it was a high D. Yeah, I got a tap on that. Tell me about it, Barbara. You don't think I've tried every freaking release technique I know? It helps for a minute. But anyway, yeah, so the high stuff. And so, and you can tell because my face gets weird. I always, 100% of the time, do something like that with my eyes. I think, you see it on TV, right? When the singers sing high, they go, ugh, it's like the pain to hit the high notes! Right? So that's where you learn that. Well, you're okay, Kobe. You're a woman. See, I think it's something that got tied in with being teased with a high voice as a young boy, where it somehow threatened your masculinity high. That's the connection I made. I can tell you for sure, those are the dots that got connected for me. So I've got some weird thing about singing high because this 5th grader in me goes ballistic. That's what happens. So anyway, all that to say is you'll see it. You must remember this. A kiss, still a kiss. A sigh is just a sign. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say I love you. On that you can rely, no matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs, never out of date. Hearts filled with passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man, and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still the same old story, the fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. I was running out of breath there, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't, the thing about that sound effect of, first of all, I was losing my volume. I can't hear myself, which makes me overcompensate. That applause, it starts too long after I hit the button. So it's like they tentatively clap. Oh, is it over? Is this, listen again. Ladies and gentlemen, end of the song, push the button. It's like they have to go, is that, am I really supposed to clap for that? All right. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, you irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby, come to Papa do. My sweet embraceable you. Loretta's here, thank goodness, because this was so much for her. Ladies and gentlemen, embraceable you. Still another standard thing. Every now and then I just take on a song that I never knew. They're simply wiping their tears first. Okay, well that could be taken two ways, Dagny. Every now and then I will just go, so there's a place I go, now that of course all of you want to learn how to play the uke, you're like, well, if he can do that, I can certainly do it. He's, you know. One of the places I go to learn my songs, get my arrangements, is doctoruke.com. doctoruke.com. And he's got amazing arrangements of things. And that's like when I first started learning, that's where I went, and all the first round of songs I learned came from that site. And I think, well, a large percentage, well, not tonight, but normally almost everything I do comes from that site because he's got really great arrangements. And so I highly recommend that for beginners, intermediates, and advanced alike. But he has a lot of the standards, and that's where I really started to learn these things, was not from growing up them or listening to them, but from learning how to play them by using the ukulele as a means. Because I did, when I started learning the uke and I went to that site and I was learning songs that I knew from a video game, basically. I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire was one of the first. And then he had all these other standards, and I was like, well, I'll try and learn that one, I'll learn that one. And then I realized that when I'm not all in my head about my voice is well suited to most of those songs. That range, that style, all those Sinatra songs and those types of things are they tend to work well for me when I am feeling on. So I started learning them and learning them and learning them. And all that to say, because what was I going to say? I think I was going to play. Yeah. So, but a lot of the songs I didn't know. I'm looking through the list, and he's got a lot. And thank you, Meryl. She's doing the happy birthday thing. Oh, I took your comments, you guys. I'm so sorry. Oh, well, actually, the internet did. Hold on a second. It's not the internet. Don't blame the internet. It's just AirPlay. There we go. It runs out for some reason if I don't. Whoops. If I don't. I've done Over the Rainbow. I'll do it. It's just I don't do it like Izzy does, and I don't know. I used to do it a lot on open mics, and now I've lost the. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do the Izzy version, because he goes, woo, talk about high voice intimidation. That song ain't happening out of my mouth anytime soon. I don't know the Quando, Quando, Quando song, Lisa. Otherwise, I'd play it. And I'm really happy to learn things, take requests. We could do this on a regular basis, you know. You can request and say, hey, Bob, I'd love to hear you play the Quando, Quando, Quando song. And then I could learn it, and the next time I do one of these things, I could have it for you. What do you think? We could do this on a regular basis. That would be really good for me, but maybe Saturday night's not the best time. Although you made it, all 9 of you. What the hell am I going to do to bring more people in here? Anyway, so every now and then, I'm just going to learn one of these songs I don't know, because one of the great things about the Dr. Uke site is, in addition to posting the music and the chords and all that stuff, he generally has a recording of him or his daughters or whatever singing these songs, so that if you don't know them or don't know parts of them, you can learn them as well. And that's what I take on every now and then. Well, okay, the Quando Quando song sounds awesome, because if you say it 3 times, it must be awesome. Oh, Deb. The numbers, she says. Forget the numbers. I know. I never looked at them before when I didn't use my iPad for the source of the comments, because they were scrolled off my screen, so I never worried about them. But now that stopped working in real time, so I do it with my iPad as feeding the comments. But unfortunately, when I look up, I see that number sitting there. Well, yeah, it's okay. Quando, I understand. Quando, Quando, Quando. It's a Spanish song, right? Know that amount of Spanish. Cover the numbers with a big fat sticker. So anyway, what I've been doing recently is saying, okay, I don't know this song at all. I'm going to learn it. And so here it is. It's a song called Lullaby of Birdland. Maybe some of you know it. Maybe some of you have heard it. It's different from Lullaby of Broadway. And I just knew, I know I've heard it in my periphery my entire life, but there was many parts I didn't know, and so anyway. I'm playing many different ways. Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I often hear when you sigh. The sky, flying high in birdland, high in the sky, flying high in birdland, high up above in the sky, whatever, I'm in love. We're in love. Audio gone crazy. What happened? What happened? Did it, it's going bonkers? The audio went crazy? Is it still crazy? So, wow, that's weird. So it just didn't, so it bonkered my lullaby. Interesting. I do Girl from Ipanema. Lynn hates it. Whoop. It's been a while since I... Wait. Tall and tan, young and lovely, that girl from Ipanema goes walking, and as she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. When she moves, it's like a samba that swings so good. Wait, that swings so... It's been too long since I've swinged so good, and I can't remember the words anymore. That's weird. I've been singing that song for years. When she moves, it's like a samba that swings so good, sways so gentle that when she passes, each one she passes goes, ah. Oh, but I watch her so sadly. How can I tell her I love her? Yes, I would give my heart gladly, but each day when she walked to the sea, she looked straight not at me. See, what the heck? It's so if every time I sing it's gonna go ballistic. I'm gonna have to listen back to the replay and hear what you're having. Now is it back? Oh, you were dancing and I stopped. I'm sorry, Meryl. There were a lot of songs like that I knew in that genre, like "Call Me" and "Quiet Night of Quiet Stars." I could pull up the music and play anything. So next time, maybe we do a request. See, you could go to druke.com and look at that list of songs and go, "Oh, I'd like you to learn this or this or this, play this, and then you just send it to me a week, and then I can work on them. What do you think? I can't hear you. Oh, God. That delay is brutal. All right, I'm going to do one more. One more, okay? At last, my love has come along. My lonely nights are over, and life is like a song. At last, the skies above are blue. My heart was wrapped in clover the night I looked at you. I found a dream that I can speak to, a dream that I can call my own. I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill I've never known. You smiled, then the spell was cast, and here we are in, because you are mine at last. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that that will do it for now, because I think that will do it for now. Don't you think that was fine? And I'm glad that you enjoyed all of that. So I don't have the only music I have. But I don't have I don't have any way to fade out the video or stop the broadcast if I keep doing this. So I'm going to have to use the regular theme. I was in the wrong key this whole time. It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's kind of the Bob Doyle Show. It was Bob Doyle Show-ish. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for sharing my birthday with me. Thank you for being part of my birthday party and self-celebration. I love you all very, 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 very much. And I think the camera's going to come back to me even one more awkward time. Yeah, it did it. It's the